to this edition of Mornings. I'm Alexa Duffy.
And I'm Lauren Schwartz. Today is Tuesday, October 7th, and it's an A-Day as well as Disney Day during Spirit Week here at North Penn High School. Mr. Brumbaugh is here to test your knowledge of the Shawshank Redemption in this week's Brumbaugh Challenge.
Hey, welcome to this week's Brumbaugh Challenge. This week's question is courtesy of John Posavec, who is one of the leading experts at North Penn on the Shawshank Redemption. Here's the question. How many weeks did Andy Dufresne spend in solitary confinement or the hole in the movie Shawshank Redemption? The answer when we get back.
This Thursday, the North Penn Music Department will be holding a faculty recital highlighted by teachers from across the district. NPTV talked with Mr. Clank to find out more.
So Thursday night at 7 o'clock in the auditorium is a chance for any student to come and hear our music teachers throughout the district perform. Your teachers that you've had all throughout grade school, middle school, and even now into high school, before they were ever teachers, they had to be musicians first, and this is a chance to really catch them all in that element. A lot of our teachers actually still have an active performing career outside of being a teacher, and it's a chance for you to come and hear not the music that they're teaching in class, but instead to get them hear the things that they like to perform. That's again at Thursday at 7 in the auditorium for free.
Mr. Wilson is back to make you laugh in this week's I Know Funny.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Wilson. It's time for the joke of the day. Why do gorillas have big nostrils? Because they have big fingers. I'm Mr. Wilson. That was the joke of the day.
As North Penn heads into Homecoming Week, the votes have been tallied and the finalists for Homecoming King and Queen have been announced. 7 potential kings and 7 potential queens have been named finalists. Over the next couple of days, they will be walking the halls with sashes looking for your vote. The finalists will be introduced during an assembly on Thursday during 9th period via NPTV in each classroom. The voting to determine the king and queen will occur on Friday in all English classes.
Mr. Fluck and Mr. Fry are back with some tips on improving core strength.
Welcome to Fitness with Fluck and Fry.
It's Fry and Fluck.
Sorry we were bumped last week. We're happy to be back this week to give you a fitness tip. Mr. Fry, what's that in your hand?
This is our first viewer email question.
Excellent.
This question comes from Mr. Henry from the Social Studies Department. Mr. Henry writes, I play on a departmental softball team and have been having trouble hitting home runs. Is there anything I can do to add a little pop to my swing?
Absolutely, Mr. Henry, and I think we're going to start with your core. Sometimes people feel it's difficult to get a good core workout in. We're going to give you 2 easy tips to work on your core. Mr. Fry, what do you got?
The first one is something called an isometric hold. Just while you're sitting at your desk right now, try squeezing your abdominal muscles as hard as you can, holding for 5 seconds. Give yourself a rest, do it again. Try doing that 5 times during every class today to work on your core strength.
Excellent, Mr. Fry. Now my turn. My tip is a plank position hold. This is an easy thing to do while you're watching TV at night, whether it be a football game or the Gilmore Girls.
This is a plank position. Simply hold yourself up on your elbows and your toes, keep your butt down and your body straight like a plank. If this is too easy, try lifting one leg to make it harder.
Mr. Henry, thank you for your email. We hope we answered your questions and we added a little more pop to your swing. If any other faculty or students have questions, please email us. You can email me at fluckj@npenn.org.
Mr. Monero is here today with members of the rugby teams to talk about their fall training camp. Mr. Monero?
Good morning, North Penn High School. I am here with the great Sam Lee and with the great Rebecca Wilson. And did you guys know that Mr. Fluck does planks while he watches Eagles games? Bet you didn't know that. Now you do. All right, North Penn, we're talking about rugby today. Okay, so who wants to start telling us about the rugby teams?
Yeah, so, we have our annual fall clinic, which is like a little training camp for people who have no experience or do have experience. It's a place where people can just come to play, learn the game, because rugby is not exactly a sport that a lot of people know about, and so anyone can come out and just join and learn the game.
All right, so I'm like Johnny student, okay, and I want to go play rugby.
All right.
I want to learn about it. So where do I go? What do I do?
Well, the
How do I
girls
get involved?
rugby team, our annual fall clinic starts today. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 7 at the Hatfield American Legion, we'll be having our clinic, and the same goes for Sundays from 11 to 1.
Okay, and how about the guys team?
Yeah, ours starts on October 14th, which is next week, and our time is 5 to 7:45, Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you want to get more information, you want to get a little paperwork, tomorrow I'll put information in Mr. Homan's room, which is in K131, just more information and how you can contact us.
Right, and this is like, you guys have already played, but anybody can join at any time, right? Just make that clear.
There are no
Anybody,
cuts.
yeah.
The fall clinic is free, and we're looking for all types of people. You don't have to be athletic at all.
Yeah, big, small, skinny, fat, you can be brown, purple, yellow, it doesn't really matter.
Oh,
We don't
perfect,
care.
because I saw a purple kid in the hallway there. Dave.
Yeah,
Now we have a son
we don't
for him.
discriminate.
Okay, also, Sam, you wanted to make sure you said something about homecoming?
Yeah, just make sure we have the homecoming dance on Friday. It'll be 9 to 11. You could buy your tickets at the door. It's going to be a great time. Come out and enjoy the homecoming festivities.
And Rebecca, you wanted to say something about a game?
Yeah, so this Sunday, the girls rugby team is hosting a tournament at the Hatfield American Legion, starting
On
at
Crawford Road
11
in
a.m.
Hatfield.
Yep, so
11?
come out and see what the sport's like.
11 a.m., you said?
11.
Okay, very good. Good luck to the rugby teams. And, of course, if you want to know more, you can always check it all out at nightcrier.org. Check us out next week on The Morning Show when Matt Fox puts his informational section together and we sell you on our new improved Night Crier site. Guys, good luck. Have a great year.
Thank you.
The dudes take on the world of art in this week's Dude Report.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of the Suit Report. This week, we will be discussing art.
Whoa, that's way too close.
I've always had a passion for art. It's been my calling since birth. I feel that art is in its purest form when it's doodled by students in class. I see that you're trying to convey the feeling of worthlessness, like we're all doomed to die someday. Everything we create will just fade into oblivion,
It's just a square.
Okay.
Hidden meanings can be found in everyday life. You just have to look closer. I can see how you're fighting against conformity by drawing an S with lines. Well, it's usually drawn with curves, right?
I spent 5 years of art at Harvard University, and I feel that what greatly impacted me from that experience was
If you look close enough, you can see things in other things. Sigmund Freud once said that. Words to live by, honestly. I see how this is the red and blue of the United States. It's the Democrats, the Republicans, left from right, always an internal struggle, never finding a middle ground.
I'm just testing out my pen.
Oh. Yeah, I knew that.
art is suffering. Oh, I like what you're doing here. Drawing a flower to represent how we all start as little seeds and grow up into unique and beautiful flowers. Unless you're Mikey, then you just grow into a dandelion, a weed, destined to fade away in the breeze into oblivion. Nice job.
He was talking about me, wasn't he?
That's very nice.
Looks like someone's taking anatomy this year.
Art doesn't have a static form. It doesn't have to be on paper. Who made this abstract sculpture? It looks melted yet lifelike.
Huh?
Oh God!
This is so soft. You guys have to feel this. You gotta feel this. Wasn't that soft?
Yeah, that's pretty soft, I'll be honest.
Oh wow, you're drawing me.
It's not you. Sorry. Not sorry.
Oh. Yeah, I need new glasses.
Clearly.
These aren't mine.
Anyone really can be an artist. I'm an artist, if I say I'm an artist. Tune in next time for the Suit Report. Maybe we'll get real art critics. Maybe we'll be funny. No promises.
Last Thursday night, the North Penn football team traveled north to face Souderton in conference play. The Knights came out quickly by opening up the game with a 28-0 lead at halftime. North Penn improved their record 3-3. Their next game will be against Bensalem at home this Friday. In other sports action, the North Penn cross-country teams were in action this past weekend at the Silesium Tournament in Delaware. The Maidens finished first in the Varsity Girls Championship Division, while the Knights placed third in their competition. Congratulations to their teams on their accomplishments.
Let's check in with Mr. Brumbaugh to find out the answer to this week's Brumbaugh Challenge.
Hey, welcome back. The answer you've all been waiting for. Andy Dufresne, the protagonist in Shawshank Redemption, spent 10 weeks in solitary confinement or the hole. Bet you didn't know that? Now you do. Thanks for playing this week's Brumbaugh Challenge.
The winner of the Brumbaugh Challenge is Mr. Gillespie in A107.
That is all for this edition of Mornings. I'm Alexa Duffy.
And I'm Lauren Schwartz. Remember that tomorrow's Western Wednesday. You're allowed to wear hats, but they must be Western. Have a magical day, North Penn.